So Zeppole batter, guys. So Zeppole batter is a fried dough. This is normally served in a bag, tossed with powdered sugar. We're gonna do a totally different approach to this. We're gonna use it more in a savory aspect. It's gonna be delicious. You got a little bit of warm water and some active dry yeast. And you know, let that bloom for a sec, right? So really get this stirring in there. Sure. Whisk it all together and let it bloom for just a second. It doesn't need a lot of time. It is active dry, so it doesn't need a lot of time to really get its stuff together. All right, let that sit for a second. So if you look, you know that's good when you start seeing the bubbles, right? So since that's bubbling, you know that it's activated, all right? In a separate bowl, we are going to add our flour. And we are going to add our sugar. You can see there's not a lot of either one of those, right? So we'll set that aside. And as this is still blooming, we'll measure out our 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. I always save that for the last. So the one thing people do wrong every time is they add salt to the yeast. That is not right. Yeast loves sugar. Yeast does not like salt. So we add the salt always at the end, all right? So let's do a little well in the center here. Take our yeast and our water, give it a little mix, and then you can add it all into the center just like this. And start mixing this all together. We're gonna get to a point where I'll probably have to use my hands, but for now we'll just use it this way. You could add the oil now. This does not need to be kneaded for a long period of time. It's literally just letting it come together because this is gonna be a fried dough. All right, so now where you can't see any yeast or any water, this is when you add your salt, all right? One final nice mix, just like this. All right, now the key is rest. So now we'll let this rest for about a half hour to an hour and it should double in size. If it does not double in size, your yeast was dead and it's time to get some fresh yeast. All right, what we'll do is touch your oil right on the top. I'll couple this guy just like that. We'll come back in about a half hour to an hour, all right? After an hour, this is what happens, and then we're gonna fry it. And the best extra virgin olive oil. Zeppole with mortadella and caviar. I feel like it's a one biter, huh? Wow, I'm not even kidding. It's gonna be on everybody's menu after this. Oh my God.